Hey YouTube, welcome to part 1 of a blind playthrough of Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky. This game has a wild and at some points questionable script, so you're in for a treat. Prepare yourself for some long dialogue and some awful voice acting by yours truly. Enjoy. Home today too. Alright, well I've never played this game before, so please don't have any expectations. And Shera's gone travelling around the kingdom on some kind of training. I'm so bored. Maybe I'll just practice with my staff a bit more before dinner. The first words this game makes you say are, Daddy. Yeah. Hey, I'm home. Daddy! Sorry to have kept you waiting, Estelle. Did you take good care of the house whilst I was away? Haha, of course I did. Did you run into any trouble, Daddy? You didn't get hurt fighting the bad monsters, did you? Oh, this is already cringe AF. Nope, I'm as fit as a fiddle. That reminds me, though, I brought you a present. Really? What kind of present? A new fishing pole? Sneakers? Something for my training? Maybe I raised you wrong, Estelle. Aren't little girls supposed to like clothes and jewellery? I like pretty clothes, but they just get dirty, and jewellery breaks when you go outside with it on. Anyway, Daddy, what's with the big blanket? Is that my present? Oh, you're a sharp one. Now why don't you come have a look? Ugh. Boy, what? Well, here you are. Quite a handsome boy, don't you think? What? Why is my present a boy? What? Don't make such a fuss or you'll wake him up. Wake him up? You mean he's still alive? Why does that make it worse? Looks kinda dead if you ask me. I've treated his wounds, so he should be in stable condition. In the meantime, however, we'll need to let him rest. I'll put him to bed, so if you wouldn't mind heating a kettle of water on the stove, I'd appreciate it. Okay. He sure sleeps soundly, and he almost looks the same age as me. This is the first time I've ever seen black hair like that too. He certainly does have a nice head of dark hair. Are they going to, eat him? Are they going to eat him? And a pair of amber eyes to go with it. That's nice and all, but how about you come clean and fess up? Fess up? Yeah, who is this kid anyway? And why is he hurt? Why did you bring him to our house? Is he a illegitimate child or something? Did you betray Mummy? Ooh. Ooh, oh, that hurts. Oh. Oh, I've not laughed like that in a long time. Where have you been picking up these kinds of words? No doubt from Sherazade. That's a cool name, I assume. Yep, that's right. For heaven's sake, that girl is going to get me into trouble one of these days with all her nonsense. Actually, I just met this boy whilst I was out on business. And I don't even know his name. You mean bracer business? Something like that. Oh, look. Huh? He's waking up. Run, boy. Run! Huh? Wow, his eyes really are the colour of amber. What? Where am I? So you're awake now, are you? Welcome to my humble home. You'll be safe here, so please just try to rest. What are you trying to pull? Huh? You must be out of your mind. Why don't you just leave me there to die? What? Why? Now that's a question I don't know how to answer. Does things just worked out that way work for you?
Don't toy with me, Cassius Bright. Do you have any idea what you're getting yourself involved in? Hey! Leg drop. Bam, get fucked. You're sure shouting a lot for someone who's supposed to be hurt. Running your mouth like that is just gonna make it longer for your body to heal. And just who are you supposed to be? I'm Estelle. Estelle Bright.
She's my daughter. Don't you remember me telling you that I have a daughter your age, and that I was going to beat you to within an inch of your life, and then carry your lifeless body back to the house, and nurse you back to health?
Now that you mention it, wait a minute. Don't try and change the Double leg drop. Ow! Quit yelling!
Alright already. But you jumping on me like that isn't going to make me heal any faster either.
I don't hear you yelling again, do I?
Look, jumping on me like that is just going to make things worse.
Do I hear yelling?
Never mind. Just forget it. She's definitely her father's daughter. As a word of advice, it would be wise not to argue with Estelle whilst you're in this house. Even I wouldn't stand a chance if I made her mad enough.
Yeah, I can see that. By the way, aren't you forgetting something?
Huh?
Your name. You know, that thing that people call you? I told you mine already, so don't you think it would be unfair and impolite not to tell me yours?
It seems like the logical thing to do, if you ask me. Trying to hide it now would only serve to your detriment.
Is that a threat?
Don't tell her, Pike!
Hi, my name is Slim Shady. 3 more followers until our follower goal. Is that a harmonica? Oh, I'm vibing with the music. It's a clock. It's some birds. It's some clouds. It's a clock again. It's some more birds and clouds.
The Legend of Heroes. Trails in the Sky. And I'll apologise now, because I'm definitely going to call it Trials in the Sky like 70 times.
It's got a stick. It's a good stick. Oh, is that... Oh, that's our dude. They look like they've made friends and stuff. There's Father with his pencil mustache. Does this game have cards in it? Can we play Triple Triad? I can't believe I've got a subscriber again. I've got Bezos books. Oh, cool. When did we get one of those? It's not a porntash. It reminds me of the Fast Show with you. You know, I was very, very drunk. Okay, we like the symbology. That's cool. Look, it's not Cloud Strife. They've got to get those anime cliches in, though, because that's what makes a good JRPG.
Big spooky tower. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Those guys really look like the soldiers from Final Fantasy VI. With the helmet on and everything. Yes, we approve. We approve. Eggs. Oh, it's so bright in here. Hmm. I slept like a rock. That must mean it's Dad's turn to cook this morning. I wonder if that means Joshua's still in bed. Is Joshua Slim Shady? Ah, I guess that's a no. Well, I guess I better get myself ready then, too. Man's out there just jamming out. Oh. Hang on 1 second. Not happy with that. Just want to move myself a little more into the corner. There we go. Oh, at least it paused. Oh, have I killed the audio, though? No! Oh, no. Oh, he just stopped. Nice, Joshua. Bravo! Getting my jam on. Man's out there playing music like a Stella Artois. Oh. Good morning, Estelle. I hope I didn't wake you. Nah, I was already up when I heard you start to play. Yeah, he's been full on Stockholm Syndrome, hasn't he? Can't believe how awake you are, though. Even the roosters still have bags under their eyes. Not that I mind, what with that siren song of yours gently lulling this beautiful woman from her slumber. What do you mean, woman? We're the same age and I'm hardly a man. Tisk, 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 how wrong you are, Joshua. What even is this game? We may be the same age, but I am clearly the woman of the house. And that makes you something like my loyal follower, wouldn't you agree? Yeah, how fortunate for you. You could at least try and sound a tiny bit sincere. It really is a nice tune though, cheerful, yet somehow wistful. I like your other songs too, of course, but this one's my favorite. What's it called again? The Whereabouts of Light. That's right, The Whereabouts of Light. I wish I could play the harmonica like you, Joshua. Sadly, it's a lot harder than it looks. Compared to what it takes to use a staff, I think the harmonica is much easier. Does this guy beat people to death with his harmonica? Because if he does, I am like double all in on this game. It's really just a matter of concentration. You're probably right. I guess my problem is that if I don't do something that uses my whole body, I start to feel drowsy. Not sure if innuendo. Okay, playing the harmonica is fine and all, but how about getting some exercise too? A bard and a narcoleptic walk into a tavern caravan. All your hobbies are sitting around kind of stuff, like reading and music? No girl's gonna be impressed with just that. Well, excuse me for being so unpopular with the ladies. Although, I feel like I should be the one lecturing you about your hobbies. I mean, what kind of boy wants a girl who loves fishing, collecting bugs, and has a fetish for sports shoes?
That's enough talk about hobbies for now. And for your information, I graduated from bug collecting a long time ago.
Really? I'll believe that when I stop finding beetles in the hallway. Man's voice. Hey, Estelle. Joshua.
She started collecting yeets now. Faces. She started collecting faces. Morning, Dad.
Good morning, Dad. Oh, yeah, he's like full on being claimed.
You are not ready for this game, Bob.
Is breakfast ready? It's ready and waiting. Why don't the both of you hurry on down before it gets cold?
Okay.
I'm on my way.
This game is wild. This is just wild. Thanks for the grub, Dad. Boy, am I stuffed.
Are you eating or inhaling, Estelle?
Like people say, kids who eat and sleep a lot grow a lot.
I like that. Well, make sure you get enough to eat, but don't forget to pour that energy into your work, too. That reminds me, you two are finishing up your training at the guild today, aren't you?
I keep going back to this absolutely wild game. What is with this script? Oh.
That's right. There'll be a review of everything we learned up to this point.
Once we're finished, we'll be bracious just like you, Dad. That means I'm not going to let you treat me like a kid anymore either.
You still lack understanding, Estelle. You can only become a junior bracer in the beginning, or in other words, a trainee. If you want to be treated like an adult, then you should work extra hard in your training to become a full-fledged bracer.
Well, I'm not afraid of a little hard work. Just you watch and see what I'm capable of, Dad. I'll be so successful that it won't be long before I pass you too.
She's confident. Give her that. That's the spirit. Let's see what you're made of then, shall we? Let's not start a rivalry here, you two. And Estelle, keep your focus on the task at hand. We have a test later on today, remember?
Huh? Wait, what test? What, we're gonna beat up more kids and kidnap them too? Oh my god, what is this game?
Please tell me that you didn't forget about the test, Estelle. You know, the one that checks whether or not we've mastered the skills we've been learning in training? Don't you remember Shara saying that if we failed, we'd be stuck with a ton of extra homework? Exclamation mark.
Gah. Crap. Totally forgot.
We got our first mild swear. Oh yes.
Now that you mention it, I guess I kind of remember her saying something like that. Don't sweat it. I'm sure we'll manage somehow or other.
Star emoji. I honestly don't know how you survived this long, Estelle. Your brain's like a sieve. Papa is sad. How could any child of mine end up with such a careless, over-optimistic personality?
Do you reckon he stole her as well? You're the one that raised me, so I definitely got it from you.
I swear the two of you act so much alike, but whatever. We should probably head over to the guild soon, Estelle. Shara's gonna be waiting there for us.
Sounds like a plan. You know how crazy scary she gets when someone keeps her waiting. Oh, before I forget, it's my turn to cook dinner tonight. Is there anything in particular you'd like to eat, Dad? Any requests?
This is giving you major Princess Raised in secrecy vibes, brightness and absent-mindedness included.
It's giving me summit, I'm not gonna lie.
How about a room-styled scalloped fish and a balsamic vinegar sauce?
What's that?
I think that's a little more than Estelle's cooking skills can handle. Or our stomachs. You're right, I just wanted to see what kind of reaction I could get. I'll just have the usual fried fish and omelette. No need for anything fancy, but do try make something edible.
How rude. But I can't actually say he's wrong.
Actually, I do have one favor to ask before you head out. Go upstairs and get the potion from the computer. I'd like you to pick me up a copy of the libel news from the General Goods Store. They're supposed to be getting the latest issue in today. Got it. One copy of the libel, wibble. News from the General Goods Store. Received 500 mira. If there's any money left over, you can have it as your allowance. However, that means no wasteful spending. I'm going to spend it on a wooden or rusty sword. Oh, hey, thanks, Dad. Where's my allowance? Okay, we're heading out now. I'll see you later, Dad. Work hard and give Sherazard, that's such a cool name, Sherazard, my regards. Whoa, God, we're fast. Bam, 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 bam. Learning the controls. Oh, I like the art. That's cool stuff. We've got crafts, crafts. What's an orbment? That sounds good. All quartz, okay. Time quartz only. I imagine we're going to learn about these things. Tactics. Oh. Alright, cool. Orbments in this game's magic. Cool. Oh, give me stuff, give me stuff, give me stuff. There's nothing in the box. Nothing in any of this. Come on. Yeah. Oh. He's been sacked for stealing children. What's in here? Nothing to steal. I am disappointed. Oh. We went to sleep instead. Oh, we're going to get exclamation marks when we find stuff we can interact with. Cool. Happy with that. Is there anything anywhere? Oh, there we go. No, this game has broken the JRPG rule. If there is a chest, you must be able to open it. Oh, it's got a mini-map. All my wishes have come true. Oh, ooh, not ISO, but also ISO at the same time. Oh yeah, I'm feeling that. Virulent in Green Gate. West, Bright House. Do-do-do. Check every treasure chest twice. Oh, okay. Looks like we made good time. Not too early or too late either. That'd be a good time. We just barely graduated from Sunday school. I never dreamed we'd have to study so hard to become bracers. Well, you're in luck. Today's our last day of training. Truth be told, though, you're the one who signed up to be a bracer in the first place, so I don't know why you'd expect to get away with any less effort. Okay. Yeah, I guess I did. Alright then. Let's get to it and make it through this last hazing from Shara. You look ready to me. Let's go meet with Shara at the Bracer Guild over there, then. Let's go and do the thing. Elgar Arms and Guards, I told you we're going to go spend it all on rusty swords. Good morning, Mr. Elgar. Good morning, sir. We're rather early on. We get, like, full conversations with shopkeepers and stuff. Correct me if I'm wrong, but today's your last day of training, isn't it? I seem to remember you saying something about it the last time I had you run into the store. Yeah, that's right. I see. Well, I'm sure you'll do just fine, Joshua. Now Estelle, on the other hand, I've got good reason to worry. She's always been a bit scatterbrained ever since she was a child. Bro, she's right there! Probably all the knocks she took on the head playing with the boys. Really? So I guess that scatterbrain trait isn't something new, huh? I'll give you a head injury if you don't shut up. And don't call me scatterbrained. Okay, you two, let's not fight now. You started it, man. And shouldn't you be getting over to the guild? No. I want to shop. Bye. Okay, we've got 500 pennies and everything is expensive. Everything that we can afford is... Oh... We've got to buy a newspaper for Pops, so let's not spend it all on stuff now. Want a newspaper? Good morning, Mr. Renan. Hello there, Estelle and Joshua. You're up rather early today. Did you come to buy a new pair of shoes? Now that you... No, did you mention it? Are there any new ones in stock? You know, like the newest Stragers? Unbelievable. You've actually already forgotten why we came in here to begin with. We're not here to shop. We're supposed to be buying a copy of the Libelle News for Dad, right? Of course. You've always been a big collector of those shoes, haven't you, Estelle? I'm afraid the new Stragers aren't out yet. If you're after the latest issue of the Libelle News, though, I should have them in around noon. Noon, huh? That's right, in the middle of our training at the guild house. We'll stop by again after our training's over. Sure, I'll be waiting for you. This game is amazing. So what happens if you spend all the money to buy the paper? We wouldn't do that to Dad. Sorry, we wouldn't do that to Dad. Hello. To steal all your things. Please let me steal your things. So many places to go. Oh, Melda's Orbital Factory. Why are they like proper gaslighting her non-stop? Well, excuse me for sucking. Oh. In these games, a handful of NPCs have their own stories that would go on independently of the main story. That's immense. I love like when like RPGs do like the fancy name drop. Like you must see Hegerazad, the Archglimgulmancer of the Tower of Grabul. And it's just like, what? Even you couldn't use one, Freddy? Yeah, but I still became an engineer even if I can't use one. But since you're aiming to become a bracer, you'll have to learn how. I want to play this game to death. Right, let's go to the guild. We'll never get anywhere. I assume guild is always A1, straight ahead. Brilliant landing port. Landing port? Oh. Do we get our aeroplane straight away? A lot of people will leave from Roland today. And a lot of people will come. Which means a lot of... fucking game. Staring at these girls is one of my simple pleasures. You know what I mean, right, Joshua? Sure. Alan, you never change a bit. All this nonsense is the reason why you can't get a girlfriend. You wound me, Estelle. But it's because of this enjoyment
that I feel like it's worth doing this job. It's a paradise. This guy's a serious nut job.
Oh, head over to the guild house on the South Avenue. Cool. Okay, so South Avenue. Trees. This is an avenue, this is an avenue, this is an avenue. That is... Oh, look, that's the symbol we saw. Talk to it. Oh, it's a free one. There's a merchant from Bose who came here to buy lumber. I need to get enough ready for the order I received. Cool. To the Bracer Guild. To the dress. Yeah, he is not allowed near school. Ah, there you two are. Good morning, Estelle, and good morning, Joshua. Morning, Ada. Good morning. Is Shara here already? Yes, she's waiting for you upstairs. Once you finish today's training, you'll finally be recognized as members of the Bracer Guild. Good luck to the both of you. Thanks. We'll do our best. I don't know why I picked one of the hardest accents, to do, for me at least, for the main freaking characters of this game. Oh, so that's the chick from the cutscene, the opening cutscene. I wonder if she came in and out today. The Star and the Hanged Man, the Hermit, and the Magician, and last of all, Inversion through the Wheel of Fortune. This is a difficult combination. How should I interpret this? Good morning, Shara! They could always have selective accent amnesia between streams, that's always true. Well, if it isn't Estelle and Joshua. This is a rare occasion for the both of you to show up so early. Since it's my last day of training, I figured why not? I'm ready to get this show on the road and become a bracer myself. I'll give you credit for your enthusiasm, but I'm going to work you hard today, in every way I can think of, to make sure that high-spirited attitude of yours holds up. I hope you're ready. I can feel that enthusiasm dropping already. Quiet, you. Every time I teach you something, you somehow manage to forget it. This training is my way of trying to keep some of that information in your head, instead of letting it dribble out your ears like it usually does. Whoa. Ah, Joshua, Shara's picking on me. Don't worry, Shara. Don't worry, Shara. While Estelle may hate studying and rarely ever does her homework, acts rashly, is overly naive, and has a tendency to stick her nose into everything. Her instincts are sharp, so I'm sure she'll pick up on how to use an ornament with some practice. Eventually. Probably. I guess there's not much I can do now except hope for the best. Oh my god, Valley Girl, hold on a sec, Joshua. Somehow I get the feeling that you weren't standing up for me. Well, that's odd. I'm positive I described all your best treats accurately. Whatever. By the way, Shara, what were you trying to predict with your tarot cards? Your face was really intent. Oh my god, yeah, I'm into it. Oh, this. I was just trying to get a vague reading about what might happen in the near future. Unfortunately, I don't seem to have been in the right mindset to interpret the cards correctly. You couldn't read the cards? Now that is surprising to hear. Actually, the more profound the meaning of the cards, the more difficult they become to interpret. But that's not important now. I think it's time we start your final training. Rats in the cellar. Rats in the cellar. I'll give you a brief rundown of all the information we've covered in your previous training. This is the minimal level of knowledge that bracers should have in order to function effectively. And Estelle, make sure you pay especially close attention to what I'm going to say. Yeah. Right, let's actually read some shit. So, orbments. Orbments are mechanical devices which operate by using what is known as orbal energy. A variety of effects can be produced depending on their structure and the type of quartz or processed septium installed. Although it's only been about 50 years since their invention, these devices play an integral role in all facets of life, from lights, heaters, and other everyday products to weapons, magic, and even airships. In connection, this technological reform is commonly known as the Orbal Revolution. Lordum! About braces. Braces are investigative and combat specialists who work to protect civilians and maintain the stability of their respective regions. They aid the community in various ways, such as exterminating monsters, preventing crime, finding lost items, and escorting people and goods. The Bracer Guild, which has established branches across the continent, manage the affairs of the bracers in each region. Estelle is an investigator. And tell us about the Libelle Kingdom. Oh, look at those low poly coins. Kingdom of Libelle, in which we live, sits on the western half of the Zemurian continent and abounds with nature and deep-rooted traditions. Libelle is proud to be one of the leading producers of septium on the continent and is known for its high level of technology used to develop orbments. Orbment technology has also been a key pillar of the support for Libelle in protecting its independence as it has contended with neighbouring nations. 10 years ago, when Libelle was invaded by the Erebonian Empire, this is exactly what I was talking about before. It was the use of orbal-powered airships that saved the kingdom from defeat. Consequently, even now our relationship with the Empire is somewhat sensitive, but thanks to the Queen's political finesse, Libelle enjoys peace. Cool. Okay, we learned things. Let's see. Since we've got a mountain of stuff to do today, I'll let you off the hook this time with a condensed review. I'm going to speed things up now and move on to the practical portion of your training. So it's like, this is your final exam and final training day. So what we're going to do is we're going to gloss over all the details and just go for it. Sherry? How is today's practical training any different from the training we've done before? Since it's practical, that means you will be experiencing things firsthand. Therefore, I'm going to have the both of you run through everything as if this were a real bracer job. So what you're saying is, there won't be any studying at a desk involved? Yes, that is exactly what I'm saying. This time you'll have to go out and make a physical effort to accomplish your task. I'll make sure to have you work up a sweat. So I hope you're ready. Yeah, that's seriously just what the doctor ordered. I didn't know what I was going to do if I had to sit for another day with my tush parked at a desk. I guess I got all worried for nothing. Well, suddenly you're all bright and cheerful, Estelle. Let's just hope that the smile on your face lasts until the end of today's training. Okay, let's get cracking on with your first objective, shall we? Let's have at it, Spicy. Your first objective will be to confirm the details of the job you will be performing. Estelle the Barbarian. Beating stuff bloody with a stick. She's supposed to be this caster with a stick and casting all these spells and stuff, but no, just goes against all the tropes and just brays people to death with a piece of wood. But before that, there's something that we need to give the both of you. Aina, are they ready? Yes, they are. Alright, you two, get one. Go get one for each of yourselves. Is it more money? Money, 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 money! These are very important, so make sure not to lose them. It's a notebook. Bracer notebooks serve as the official way to record the status of your current jobs. Also, anything you may hear or anything that you may find and where, these kind of trivial things can often become clues. Did they use the wrong where? Did that sentence not make sense? No matter how insignificant something may seem, always write it down. Understood. Oh crap, this sounds like it's gonna be a pain. Oh, please tell me it was my ears playing tricks on me, because I swear I only got one response. Yeah, I'm sure there were two. Keeping an accurate record of events is an important duty for all bracers, so get with the program and stop trying to make this out to be more than it really is, Estelle. Okay, I got it. Make sure you do. Alright then, let's begin. Look over by the door. You can see there's a bulletin board standing there. There's like 4 of the fuckers. First, I want you to go and check the job description posted there. When the bulletin board is approached, an exclamation mark will appear. Pressing the OK button will display the job list. How Yorkshire was I then? The OK button. By selecting the job names on the list, you can reveal their details. But only this one. Training, retrieval, new, term long. Client Sherazard, pay 500 mirrors. That's like double our monies. This training will involve searching the sewers beneath Roland rats and bringing back the contents of a chest. See Sherazard for details. Cool. I want that one. Yes, please. Details of the job confirmed on bulletin board and other important events will automatically be recorded in the bracelet notebook. Okay, so just by reading them, it pops into the quest log, effectively. It can also be accessed by configuring the bracer book shortcut button on... This game had shortcuts? When did this come out? Looked like you were able to see what was posted without trouble. Yes, we can read. Checking the bulletin board is one of the most basic functions a bracer performs on their job. Checking regularly to see whether or not there are any urgent tasks which need immediate attention is also an important duty for bracers. Man, all this talk about duty is starting to cramp my style. Sure, there are a lot of rules to follow, but there's an equal level of responsibility in the jobs themselves. I think being a bracer calls for much more than just someone with a half-hearted attitude. I guess you're right. I'll just have to be more motivated. I'm really enjoying the whole Valley Girl thing, and I don't know. Is that so? Had a change of heart, have you? You betcha. Well, before all that motivation sneaks off somewhere, let's get you to work on your next task. I'm getting bullied to nurse pipeline energy off this. I feel like if I were to play this game, I would have given up 5 minutes ago, because there's too much reading. So this game came out in 2004. Good times. I miss 2004. Can we please go back? We'll be heading across the street to Mr. Melder's Orbital Factory and learning about how to use its surfaces. Services, not surfaces. 2 completely different things. There may be surfaces involved in the services being rendered. He has graciously taken time out of his work schedule to explain things, so make sure to be on your best behaviour. Okay. Okie days. Oh, boom! Teleport! And this game's getting a remake! Why the hell am I playing it now? Here is where you will learn how to use an Orbital Factory's services. At an Orbital Factory, you can modify your orbments and synthesize support quartz in order to use Orbital arts. This is where you gibber the flibbities to get the flibbity gibbets. Arts have a wide range of effects, and if mastered, can be extremely helpful. That's okay. I've got a Switch. No, I don't. I'll buy one. The bracer business is a pretty risky occupation, so the guild has a long-standing relationship with these Orbital factories. Anyway, this is about as much as I can explain. I'll leave the technical details to the expert. So, Mr. Melders, if you wouldn't mind taking over from here. No problem. Leave everything to me. So what is it that you would like to know about? Teach me about orbments. Orbments are a mechanical device which exhibit an array of effects through the installation of various types of quartz. Why didn't you just say that? It's obvious now, isn't it? By definition, that means that lights, airship engines, and so on are also types of orbments. However, the ones we will be discussing today are battle orbments, which enhance the user's physical abilities and make it possible to use magic. Each orbment is adjusted to match the owner's personal aptitude. The structures of these devices also differ for each owner. Simply put, the shape of the fixed elemental slots and lines which connect them vary. At any rate, that's the layman's explanation. In order to install quartz, you must first have an open slot. By default, the central slot is open, but the other slots must be opened at an orbal factory like this. It'll take a fair amount of sepith too. Oh, I just got to go get some sepith so that I can open my orbments and attach the quartz. I'm sure we'll get it. EP, which is needed for magic, will also see a max increase according to the number of open slots. I recommend opening them all as soon as possible. So what is it you'd like to know about? Yeah, can you repeat what the fuck you just said? In English, preferably. Right, Orbal Arts. Simply put, Orbal Arts are magic which can be discharged exclusively through the use of battle orbits. Right, yeah, okay, we got that. In other words, a number of peculiar effects can be produced by using the Orbal energy stored within these mechanical devices. Since Orbal Arts can be a mouthful, they are almost universally referred to as arts. Probably ought to have been called that from the get-go. There are several types of arts, but in order to be able to use them, their corresponding quartz must first be synthesized at an orbal factory. Okay, cool. Orbments are also set up that once a particular quartz is installed into a slot, the owner will be able to use those arts. The type of arts one can use also changes depending on the elemental value and the combination of instilled quartz. Basically, if you want to use water arts, all you have to do is install quartz with a water elemental value. In reality, orbments are much more complex than what I've described. Well, chat, we're doomed. Yeah, different coloured orbies have different effects, and other than that, it's the materia system from Final Fantasy VII. Yeah, cool. What is it I would like to know about? Sepith are fragments of septium which are dropped by monsters. They're divided into 7 types: earth, water, fire, wind, time, space, and mirage. Oh yeah, I'm into it. Sepith can be exchanged for mirror almost anywhere, but at the Orbal Factory it can be used to synthesize quartz into open orbit. Right, so it's a secondary currency which we use to buy quartz, which we use to socket into our open slots, and we get cool effects. What would I like to know about? I don't think I need to know about quartz. I think we're good. Looks like Mr. Melders answered all your questions. Mr. Melders has crushed my brain. Never mind Melders, more like Mr. Melters. If there's nothing else, then let's have you both try and use the surfaces here. Surfaces, I did it again, chat. I can't talk England. For that, you're going to need some sepith. Received several of each type of elemental sepith. With that amount, you two should be able to synthesize a few quartz. Now I want you to begin by first making an elemental quartz that will work with each of your particular orbments. In your case, Estelle, any elemental quartz is okay, but for you, Joshua, it has to be a time elemental quartz. Mr. Meldrew has melted our brain. I don't believe it! Normally at a shop you would be able to exchange sepith for mirror, but in this training you will not be able to use this service. Upon approaching our tomorrow appear, pressing the OK, select modify or trade to use the Orbal Factory services. He literally gave us a good work so far for talking to him. I like this guy. Oh, right, go speak to Freddy. Hey Freddy, what's modify trade? Okay. How much does it cost to open a slot for Estelle? Slot 2 can be opened. Oh, I should actually look, shouldn't I? Yeah, it needs 30 of each of those things to be openable. Oh, cool. Okay, yeah, and Joshua... Yeah, okay. Let's buy some quartz. Oh. So, like... action, time elemental. Right, so we get an action one. Yeah. Oh, so they actually stat you as well, so it's a bit more like Final Fantasy IX with the stuff you learn from your gear. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. Speed plus 10. I'm just... Oh, I can't get another one of those. I'll just get a HP one. Assign slot. How do I equip it then? Okay, I bought some. Increase the arts I can use. Install a quartz into your augment so that you can use both recovery and attack arts. Augment screen. Okay, main menu. What button did we press to get there? Nope, that's not what I wanted. Oh, what's that? Cool. Oh, is this me book? Oh, I can buy all of them. Of course. And we'll have that one. And we'll have that one. And we'll have that one. I didn't know whether I needed to save my pennies. Button? Start. Select. Clicking. Game? I would quite like to open the menu. I'm playing on controller. And apparently, I'm not allowed to open the menu at all. It's literally the A button. I could have sworn I pressed that. Augments! Right. Joshua gets time quartz only, so let's give him action +1. So that gives him clock up and soul blur. Okay, and what's that do? Clock up, speeds up the flow of time, gives 25% speed, and emits a time-space shaking pulse, faint 20%. Okay. And Estelle, you can have airstrike for now. And that gives us tears and shreds an enemy with compressed air. Why is the menu the A button? Is, I don't know, old school. Okay, we did the thing. Oh, right, HP gives you an attack and a heal spell. Okay, cool. $200 HP for an ally, a heavy stream of water at enemies. Cool. We should probably save, to be honest. Yes. Cool. Right. Okay, to be honest, it looked like the game was making me do that anyway, Vasar. Alright, it looks like you've got both recovery and attack arts set up. If you balance your art up between each other like you've done here, it should make dealing with monsters much easier. Additionally, your Bracer notebooks contain information about which quartz allow you to use which arts. If you'd like to use more powerful arts, check out the arts and quartz charts in your Bracer notebooks and find something that works for you. So, with the quartz, if I equip more quartz of a certain type, does that unlock more powerful versions, like more powerful spells of that quartz? Because what other game does that? Golden Sun? With the gin? Alright, our training here is almost finished. Last of all, I'm going to have one of you open a new slot in one of your augments. The more slots you have available to you, the broader range of choices you'll have. Since EP, which is consumed by using arts, can have its max value increased by opening up slots, it would be a good idea to open them all early on. Yeah, the other guy said that. Use the Sepith and open a slot on each of your augments. Go ahead and decide which slots you're going to open. Okay, cool. Lot for Estelle. I assume I want them linked, right? Oh yeah, so I can only open the two. So why are those ones yellow and why are those ones blue? I can have more linked to that one. Okay, we open slot 2. Cool. And then on Joshua, Open one on each. Okay, cool. You've been an absolute godsend, Vasetta. Thank you so much. Open on you're free to install any type of quartz you like. This concludes your training here at the Orbital Factory. Now it's time to move on to what you've both been waiting for, the qualification test. Are we going to get to see some action? Pardon? Did you just say test? You can't honestly tell me that. You can't honestly tell me that you forgot about the test again, can you? Didn't I remind you of it just this morning? Now that you mention it, I vaguely remember some sort of talk along those lines at the breakfast table. Sometimes I fear for the future of the Bracer Guild and humanity. Oh well, no sense in worrying about that now. Let's head over to the testing area. You mean like now? I don't know if I'm ready for... How about a little yes lapping? A little yes lapping and a little more walking. Okay. Oh, dragged away. Joshua, help me! Mr. Melders, ready. Thank you for all your help. Don't mention it, and good luck with that test of yours. She was standing behind the door when God gave out the brains, wasn't she? This game is really wild, absolutely wild. I'm going to remember that you left me high and dry like this, Joshua. All your training has finally come down to this. Your qualification test will begin here, in the sewers, with the shite, where you belong. Okay, let's go do the thing. What's wrong, Estelle? Shara? What now? I was kind of wondering, but is there not going to be a paper test or something? Did Cassius drop you on your head as a child or something? You just read what it said on the bulletin board not that long ago, right? Yeah, and I even made you jot down what you read in your Bracer notebooks, unless you forgot that too. I'm pretty sure the job listing mentioned searching for and retrieving an item from the sewers. Ringing any bells yet? What a relief! Oh, divine Adios, I give thanks to thee for thy infinite grace in bestowing upon us such wonderful gifts as sewers. So what you're really saying is that you thought it was a paper test. No wonder you were acting all crazy back in the Orbital Factory. I can already feel the nostalgia. All those horrible days stuck in a classroom are starting to feel like grand memories indeed. I'm really starting to wonder if we'll even be able to graduate at all. Read about it once more in the notebook, should be there. Right, some more information. Really hope her character improves after the tutorial. I wouldn't be able to put her with her in the party for long. We just put her in the bin. Someone else. Oh my god, what's wrong with you? Why do you have to go and say something like that when I'm trying to reminisce about positive things? Alright, that's enough jabbering, you two. This is supposed to be a test, so how about the both of you try to at least look a little anxious? So this game, in the fandom, is referred to as the 40-hour prologue. What have I signed up for? Sweet. Just so you know, though, if you do happen to flunk the test, just all the characters have just gone. If you do happen to flunk the test, you don't even want to imagine the kind of homework I have in store for the both of you. We'll be fine. Just tell us what you want us to do and let us loose. Oh, Estelle. Estelle, please, sweetie, please, just get with the program. Yeah, let's just go in the sewers. Yeah, we're gonna go open a chest and get some cool shit. Right, don't need to worry about getting lost. It's okay, we've got a mini-map. We'll never get lost again. However, there are real living, breathing monsters down there, so if you get careless and let down your guard, you will be sorry. It'll be Ree. Also, let me give you this before I forget. Is it 5? It's not money, it's tier balm. And a monster guide. What's this book for? It's a monster guide. It's called a monster guide, and it's used to record information about monsters and other opponents you reach. A chance to kill her off and proceed with just Joshua. Okay, cool. Right. So we like that. We can learn cool things about people. He who controls the flow of information controls the tide of battle. See, Joshua's like super wise and shit, and then they made Estelle like some ultra dorky. Ooh. That's some pretty useful advice. Thanks for the chip, Shara. We'll put it to good use. Alrighty then, let's get pumped and knock out this test. Let's. Don't forget though, this is an exam. We should make sure we treat it as such. I mean, guess that's the difference between kidnapped by Cassius at age 1 and age 10. Yeah, Cassius didn't educate this child. Right, before we go and start the real thing, I'm going to take like a few minutes. Just going to go grab a drink. Wet my whistle because I've been talking non-stop for like an hour and 40 minutes straight. This game has first chapter in its name and sequel has second chapter, whereas this game was developed, they were supposed to be one game, not two. Wow. Yeah, I'm going to go and hydrate. Thank you very much, Game & Creeper. In the end, in this game's about 40 hours. Cool. Well, even with me like voice acting every single line of dialogue until I die. Right. I'll be back in the second's about 80. Cool. Cool beats. So it is a long play. It's going to be a really long play. Okay, I'll be back soon. Miss you already.